Mhm. Right. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the pit. We are not wasting any time tonight because we have a busy night ahead of us. So with that, it is time to vote. But before we do, does anybody have anything they need to say? No? Then please go to your prod chats and vote now. I will go tally the votes.
Hello.
If you have not voted, you have 10 seconds to do so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Thank you.
Oh my God, I love your plan, David.
What'd you say?
I love your plan.
My plan.
Your
My floor
plants.
plan?
No,
Your
plants.
plant back.
I was like, floor plan. I'm like, what?
Yeah, love the pattern on your wall.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever shown you my place.
We love having plants.
Oh, they're fake plants because I cannot be an actual plant dad.
Oh shit, I thought you were just watering it.
No.
Bruh.
You were doing back there.
No, ma'am.
Is that shirt tasty, Brian?
All right, we are back. I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they want to play it, now is the time to do so. All right, I'll tally the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the most votes will have been burned and will get a moment to speak their piece, and then they must leave the Zoom immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, David. Next vote, Joe. David. 2 votes, David. Joe. We're tied. 2 votes, David. 2 votes, Joe. David. 3 votes, David. David. That's 4 votes, David. Joe. 4 votes, David. 3 votes, Joe. Joe. We're tied again. 4 votes, David. 4 votes, Joe. 1 vote left. Tenth person voted out, and the third member of our jury is Joe. Joe, that's 5 votes. That's majority. Please take your time to speak your piece.
GG, well played.
All right. Thank you, Joe. You must leave the Zoom. You will be added to the jury chat. And now for the rest of you, it is time for your next immunity challenge. This immunity challenge is called Story Time. Hold on one second. And from this point on, use of Skype until I dismiss you from the Zoom is not allowed. If you Skype somebody else, you will get a self-vote at the next pit. So starting now at 10:10 Eastern, no more Skype messaging. All communication must take place on Zoom, and no private chats. It must be out loud in front of everybody. So now for the next challenge. This one is called Story Time. I'm going to tell you a story. After I tell you this story, you are then going to answer questions relating to the story. The person that gets the most questions right will win immunity and be guaranteed a spot in the final 7. Give me a thumbs up when you are ready to listen. And please keep your hands up as you are not to write anything down. All right. This is the story of the first Inferno. There once was a person whose heart was cold as ice. They could not feel. After 36 romances, they did not understand how to love or to be loved in return. They lived their life walking aimlessly through an empty world for 49 years. One day, Tuesday the 14th, their time had come. They had finally passed on. With this death, they had hoped to finally learn what feeling was like. They saw a bright light, and to them, the bright light stung. They turned away from the bright light. As they looked away, the light slowly dimmed, unbeknownst to them, missing their chance at salvation. Suddenly, they started to feel a sensation they had never felt before. It was warmth. To most, they know what it is like to be under a nice warm blanket on a cold day. But to this person with no name, it was a new feeling. It was their first feeling. They got lost in the idea of the warmth and started to feel themselves falling deeper and deeper, and faster and faster. They were in a free fall. Now they have learned their second feeling, fright. They landed hard, crashing into an abyss unlike any other. They slowly stood up as little flames began to dance all around them, like synchronized swimmers. 13 little sparks of light in varying colors, red, orange, and yellow. The little dancing flames amused the person. They had never seen anything like it before. They were now in awe. They saw the flames and they wanted to play with them, seeing them as their friend. Once they touched the flames, they learned another new feeling, pain. At first, the pain hurt them. They were stunned. Then they realized that it was the first time they had ever experienced pain, and then a spark came across their eyes. They were incensed. They found themselves becoming fueled with the newfound joy of the pain and burning. They started to channel the fire, moving it all around them, creating a firewall large enough to hold out giants. The flames began to rise higher than the Eiffel Tower, and they became one with the fire. They were a person no more. They were the flames, burning now eternally, declaring the outcast as the damned, inviting all those to the pit and those who are chosen by their peers to be outcasted and burned, never to return. For every new person burned in the pit, the Inferno gains more power. Those that have yet to be burned anxiously await as they know their time is soon to come. For the flames reflect in their eyes, knowing that every person that gets burned leads to one more that's next. This breeds intense strategy as the will to survive becomes stronger and stronger. They take note of the people they meet along the way. Some of the most famous ghosts of the Inferno are Friendly Adams, a man whose ability to mist others and to becoming his ally is dangerous as they blindly do what he tells them. Waylon Burns, who takes no mercy and shows no remorse in throwing those he is against to the fire and stopping them from coming one step forward. Smokey Anderson, who's capable of blowing so much smoke that he appears to be everywhere all at once. These are the four founders of the Inferno. They did their best to make it deep into the game, and alas, there is ever only but one winner. Soon, all of you who have decided to dive into the flames of the Inferno will now take the plunge into the unknown. Like your fellow cast members before you, you will soon all be burned, except for one. And that one will rise from the Inferno like a phoenix from the ashes to be crowned the first Inferno champion. All right, we will now begin with the questions.
Wait, hold on. I have to go grab a pen and paper. Sorry, I wasn't ready.
Okay, yes, go grab pen and paper if you do not have it right now.
I'm ready. Sorry, I don't know if you were waiting on me or what.
All right. So this is going to work the same way the last challenge did. I'm going to ask the question, give me the thumbs up, and then you will show the answer. Okay. Question number one, what was the person's name? What was the person's name? Thumbs up when you have your answers. All right, thumbs up, answers up. Remember to hold your answers up until I ask you to put them down. All right, Brian, you said, what does that say, Brian? No name. All right, David, you said unknown, no name. Aaron said no name. Jess said no name. Josh said flame. Kevin said Adam. Lucy said no name. And Liam said no name. The correct answer is no name. That means Brian, David, Aaron, Jess, Lucy, and Liam all get a point. Question number 2. What was the first? Where'd the answers go? What was the first real feeling they felt? What was the first real feeling they felt? All right. Thumbs up, answers up. All right. Brian said warmth. David said sight. Aaron said hurt. Jess said nothing. Josh said fright. Kevin said romance. Lucy said warmth. And Lee said ice and coldness. The correct answer is warmth. Brian and Lucy both get a point. Next question. What are the names of the 3 ghosts? What are the names of the 3 ghosts? Aaron, where did you go? All right, thumbs up, answers up. All right, Brian said, can you read that for me, Brian?
Yes, I said Waylon Burns, Friendly Adams, and then I said non-applicable because I don't remember the third one.
Okay. David said Waylon Burns, Joe Smokey, and blank. Aaron said Adams, Wayland, and Anderson. Jess said Friendly Adams. What's the rest of that say?
I don't know. And then Happy Gilmore.
Happy. Okay. Josh said none of them were right. Okay. Kevin said Adam, Waylon, and Ed. Lucy said Waylon Burns, Friendly Adams, Smokey Anderson, and Liam said past, present, and future. Hold on, I'm confirming with the judges who all got a point. Just Lucy got a point. Congratulations, Lucy, on that point. All right. Question number 5. What were the outcasts declared? What were the outcasts declared? All right, thumbs up. Everybody's got their thumbs up? Nope, we're waiting on Lucy. All right, thumbs up, answers up. What were the outcasts declared? Brian said giants. David said the damned. Aaron said burned. Jess said burned. Josh said is wrong. Kevin said burned. Lucy said firewall. Liam said bitches. The correct answer is the damned. David gets a point. All right. Next question. Where did they crash? Where did they crash? All right, thumbs up, answers up. Where did they crash? Brian says the Inferno. David says the pit. Aaron says the unknown. Jess says, what's that say?
Island.
Island. Josh says question mark. Kevin said the pit. Lucy said the pit. Liam said the pit. The correct answer is the abyss. Who decides who to outcast? Who decides who to outcast? All right, thumbs up, answers up. You good, Josh? Okay. Brian said Topher. David said nobody. Aaron said their peers. Jess said the Inferno. Josh gave question marks. Kevin said those who aren't burned. Lucy said Waylon Burns. Liam said the Flames. And the correct answer is their peers. Aaron gets a point. All right.
Oh, you
Question
spelled
number-
peers wrong.
Question number 8. Name the 3 words that get repeated twice in a row. So blank and blank, blank and blank, and blank get said. What were those 3 words? Thumbs up, answers up. Okay. Brian said Topher. David says falling. Aaron says smoky, friendly, and burns. Jess says the pit, bitch. Josh says question mark. Kevin said burned, fire, flames. Lucy said burn and inferno, peace and joy, warmth and fright. And Liam says wet ass pussy. The correct answer is deeper and deeper, faster and faster, and stronger. Only 4
Okay,
questions.
Topher.
Only 4 questions left. What did the flames rise higher than? What did the flames rise higher than? Waiting on Aaron? Oh, you're good. You're good. Sorry to pressure you. Thumbs up, answers up. The flames higher than the wall, than their hopes. From the ashes, says Aaron. Jess says the destined. Josh says question mark. Kevin says the sky. Lucy says Eiffel Tower. Liam says Eiffel Tower. The correct answer is the flames fly higher than the Eiffel Tower. Question number 10. Okay. All right. Question number 10. What day did they die? What was the day that they died? Hold tight. Sorry, guys. I registered the thumbs up. I'll tell you to put your answers up in a second. Sorry. We're just... All right, we're good. Answers up, please. Brian says Tuesday the 14th. David says Tuesday the 14th. Aaron says Tuesday the 14th. Jess says the last day of the world. Josh with question marks. Kevin says July 14th. Lucy says Tuesday the 14th. And Liam says Tuesday the 14th. Hold your answers up if you got it right. That's Brian, David, Aaron, Lucy, and Liam. It was Tuesday the 14th, Kevin, not July 14th.
I knew it was some kind of 14th.
All right. Do that one next. Okay. How many times is the word flames said? How many times is the word flames said? Thumbs up, answers up. Brian says 5. David says, I don't know. I did not anticipate the question. Aaron says 7. Jess says 12. Josh says, is that 6 to the power of 3? Just 6, just 6. Kevin says 20. Lucy says 13. Liam says 11. The correct answer is 8. So nobody gets a point. All right. Last 2 questions. What are the colors of the little sparks? What are the colors of the little sparks? Thumbs up, answers up. All right, let's start. Brian, red, orange, yellow. David, red, orange, yellow. Aaron, red, orange, yellow. Jess, red and orange. Josh, what does your paper say? Is that more question marks? Okay. Kevin, orange and yellow. Lucy, red, orange, yellow. And Liam, red, orange, yellow. The correct answer is red, orange, yellow. Brian, David, Aaron, Lucy, and Liam all get a point. Now for the last question, unless we need to go to a tiebreaker. What does the Inferno gain with each new person burned? What does the Inferno gain with each new person burned? All right, I've registered your thumbs. Just give me 1 second before you put your answers up. All right, answers up, please. Brian says new power. David says their flame. Aaron says strength. Jess says a vote. Josh says, can you please read that out loud, Josh?
It says I have horrible, horrible memory.
Kevin says flames. Lucy says more power. And Liam says strength. The correct answer is power. Brian and Lucy, you both get a point. So we are going to tally the scores. While we tally the scores, since you're not allowed to talk in Skype, you may talk to each other for a couple of minutes just here right now.
Good luck, guys. Like I definitely didn't win that.
That was hard.
Liam said wet ass pussy. I was
And
like,
that was so good. That was so good.
I think you've been talking to me too much. All the sex jokes. My favorite.
I think I left the charger at work. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So next
Why not? Oh no, it's right here, dickhead.
next time I listen to a story, I'm gonna know to count the amount of times words are said.
I like remembered all the like unimportant information. This always happens.
So did I. I was like 36 hearts or some shit. And then
I heard
49
him talk
lives.
about like, oh, it was like 36 days of romance. And I was like, okay, let's remember that. And that never came up.
Same. Did anyone else zone out at one point of this?
Listen, I've been told I have a good memory. I'm willing to dispute that after this challenge. That's all I will say.
Well, I have
Yeah,
to
halfway
memorize
through.
Shakespeare. Like memorizing Shakespeare is crazy. So I feel like I have a lot of practice with memory.
Okay, I have the results. All right, once the results are revealed, sit tight because the next
myself.
pick will be 15 minutes from now. So hold tight because I'm going to give the results. After I give the results, we are setting up breakout rooms. You will then have the ability to go into one of 3 breakout rooms where you can discuss the vote out loud. You can only talk if there are 4 or less people in the room. If you go into the room and there's 5 people in it, you must silence yourselves. Keep in mind, you only have 15 minutes. So you can only discuss things in rooms where there's 4 people. You cannot discuss anything on Skype. If you are caught cheating, you will receive a self-vote and a strike. And you must communicate out loud on Zoom in the breakout room. You are not allowed to communicate in the main chat. So does everybody understand the rules? Yes, Liam.
Can I just like switch to my laptop really quick?
Can I do the same really fast?
Yes, you can switch to your laptops really quick.
Okay, thank you so much, Illy.
Well, while they're doing that, I will open the breakout rooms. Do not go in any of them until
Do we get to find out who won immunity?
Yes, I will reveal who won immunity. And as soon as I reveal the answer of who won immunity, the timer is going to start.
And now we wait.
I go get a bra. I need a bra for this.
Yeah, you can grab what you can. Yes.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, why do I have to start? Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Lee, what time is it for you right now again? I forgot.
It's like 12:30. I
Oh
literally
my god. I'm at work at this time.
in the car on the way home from work, and I was like, hey.
The things we dedicate ourselves to for these games.
I'm saying. Like it really hits you. Like
Okay, I am opening the rooms. Do not go into until it's said to do so. Do not go into them, please.
But who won immunity?
We will reveal who won immunity, and that will be the start of the timer, your 15-minute timer. At the end of 15 minutes, we will pull all of you back into the main room where we will begin the next pit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought I was on mute.
David, you have a question?
Yeah, has he created the rooms yet? I just know that sometimes I've had trouble like going to breakout rooms, so I just want to know if he's created them yet, or I like signal once they're created. That way, I know.
Yeah, they're already open. They should be at the bottom of your screen.
I don't see it. I knew this would happen. Let me try leaving the Zoom and coming back. BRB.
Can everybody see the breakout rooms that's here right now?
I don't see them. Where are they?
All right, send it.
Oh, breakout rooms on the bottom, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Just remember that when you go to leave a breakout room to another breakout room, that you do not hit leave meeting, you hit leave breakout room.
There are 3 breakout rooms. And keep in mind that this room, this main room here is being streamed on YouTube and will be accessible to watch afterwards. So if you are trying to be strategic in any way, just keep that in mind that this specific room will be on YouTube. The other 3 will not.
Which is why we say no strategizing in this room. Keep the strategizing to the other 3.
If you do, that's on you.
David, do you see the breakout rooms? They should be at the bottom of your screen.
So I do not have anything like at the bottom of the screen. I do have something at the top of my screen says that the host has opened breakout rooms, and it says please wait to be assigned.
I think it's because he left the. Oh yeah, because we didn't assign them yet. It says on my end that they're not assigned.
Oh, but you could join them. I think you might have to update Zoom or something.
Okay.
It's asking me to go right now. Do you want me to test it out and see if I can come back?
Yeah, go there and see if you're able to switch to another room from that room.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Can we all vote out Sean? Fuck that bitch.
I'm down for that.
David's gonna hate.
Sean has the winners at it.
So it's only like I see the option for the join breakout room now, but it's only giving me the HQ one.
There should be like an expand all thing.
Yeah, I made sure all the options are you're allowed to move rooms.
I'm gonna see if I can join the pit real quick and then come right back as well.
Okay.
You invited me to a breakout room. Do I go? You're on mute, sis.
Yes, go and see if you can move around.
I can't move around, so right now I can only go to the pit.
Could you try
So if you
joining on your
go,
phone?
yeah,
And see if
okay.
that
So
works?
David, go to more, and then in more, you should be able to select breakout rooms. When you select breakout rooms, it should give you the option to join one of the 3 breakout rooms.
I don't have an option for more. Where would I go for more? I guess meeting.
It's
What do you-
it's the sideways hamburger next to apps. It's in between leave and apps. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think David has his Zoom updated. So either could you try your phone possibly? Apologies.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure before I did all this because I knew.
I mean, I love to go. Sorry. Nick? Ick.
Is anybody else having issues with accessing the breakout rooms? No. Okay.
I didn't put it away.
If it's just him having the issue, maybe you can just.
Okay, David, do you see breakout rooms in the top left corner of your screen? Jesus. Oh, did he leave?
Sorry. My friend was calling me right as you were doing all that. Give me 1 second. No, I'm here. Sorry, my friend called me as
I see Inferno, the beach, and the pit. Are those the 3 rooms?
Correct.
Yes, those are the 3 rooms. And I'll reiterate the rules before we go again.
Hey, David, on your phone, it should be in the top left corner. Okay, perfect.
so there's 3 of them. It's Inferno, HQ, the pit, and the beach, right?
Yep.
Correct.
So David, would you like to leave the Zoom from your computer so that way you're just on your phone?
I hate Zoom on my phone.
You can come back to the Zoom on your computer before the pit starts, but
Can I just like mute?
Or
and-
I was gonna say, like, we can just like move him. If he's
Mhm.
having an issue.
I make
well,
my
he's on
own.
his phone. He can access
we
it.
can hear Jen. I don't know if you want that or not.
Once again, we apologize.
Yes, makeup queen.
Just hate lulls like this.
There we go. Problem solved. We put your computer in the waiting room.
Literally, was
All
just
right.
typing that to you.
Huh?
I was literally just typing that to you, but anyways.
Okay. So here's how it works. From the time I say who has won immunity, the time will start. I'll say blank has won immunity, go. Okay, so that way on go, you'll know the timer has started. Okay. And when that happens, you will then move to one of the 3 breakout rooms. No more than 4 people can be in a breakout room at a time. Myself will be in Inferno HQ, Jen will be in the pit, and Sean will be at the beach. If a 5th person comes in, you must stop talking until 1 person leaves. Okay. You can do a Mexican standoff and have all 5 people standing there silent, or you
Can we
Yes.
discuss about who leaves or who's going to leave, or is that like not
no,
allowed?
no talking. 5th person comes in, somebody's got to make the decision to go. Okay. So, and everything, all the communication has to be done out loud and on Zoom, and you will have 15 minutes. Once that 15 minutes is up, you will all be brought right back here and we will dive right into the pit. So this round is very similar to that of what they call minis, and it's going to be a fun night. So strap on
Okay.
or
Oh,
strap
God.
in.
Before Topher reveals the
Strap
winner.
on.
Yeah, I heard that too.
All right. Let's be serious for a second because somebody's about to win immunity. Okay. I lost the scores. All right. Okay. In last place, there is a tie for Josh and Kevin with 0 out of 12. In the next position is Jess with 1 out of 12. Tied for 3rd is David, Aaron, and Liam, 4 out of 12. In 2nd place is Brian with 5 out of 12. That means congratulations, Lucy. You have won a spot in the final 7 and cannot be voted out tonight. For the rest of you,
Congratulations.
3, 2, 1, go. Go into the pit.
See, I'd like to just stay in the main chat.
I'm gonna stay. I have immunity, so just do whatever you guys want. I don't do whatever you want. Oh, are we not allowed to talk here?
Fuck, why do I keep doing this? I'm so annoying. I'll go to the pit.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna hang out here.
Well, feel free to entertain the viewers if you are going to stay here. If you want.
Okay. I will. Wait, what's Inferno HQ? I'm being invited.
A breakout room.
I can't talk right now. I'm like in the middle of tribal council. I'll call you back. Okay, I'm gonna entertain. Let's see. Oh fuck, this is the wrong one. Stop. I remember everything. This is an original song. I remember you would yell and I would cry. I'd look you in the eye and say one day you'll be sorry. It took me long enough to find the strength, but I knew it would come. I imagined it just like this, except it doesn't feel as good as I thought it would. To have the upper hand, to have you begging for another chance. All the things they're saying now, what I felt so good at the time, but now I don't want nothing from you. You say I only remember the bad. What about the good times we had? How could I forget how you looked at me and you made me laugh? You say I've forgotten that. You tell me there were times we were so right. How could I forget those nights and forget those days when you looked at me and promised me the world, said I was your favorite girl. You hate when I call you my crazy ex. You get so upset, you say that doesn't do us justice. 'Cause one minute you're sweet and being kind, then you'd switch on a dime. I remember it just like that, except I don't mean to diminish what we had, because when it was good, it was oh so good. All the happy memories, they do not outweigh all of the bad. You've forgotten half of the story. You say I only remember the bad. What about the good times we had? How could I forget how you looked at me and you made me laugh? You say I've forgotten that, but you tell me there were times we were so right. How could I forget those nights and forget those days when you looked at me and promised me the world, said I was your favorite girl. See, I remember everything. I remember everything. I remember everything. Everything. I remember everything. I remember everything. Everything. I remember. You say I only remember the bad. What about the good times we had? How could I forget how you looked at me and you made me laugh? You say I've forgotten that. You tell me there were times we were so right. How could I forget those nights and forget those days when you looked at me and promised me the world, said I was your favorite girl. See, I remember everything. Thank you. Just dropped that music video on YouTube. So check it out. Blake and Lucy music. Blake and Lucy on YouTube. And the song is I Remember Everything. And it's about, you know, like your ex is like, oh, you always just think about the bad times. And I'm like, no, I remember everything. I remember everything, you know? Fuck, I don't think I have all my beats on here. Otherwise, I'd like do some more for you guys. Let's see if there's anything on here. All right, we'll do another one. I don't know if anyone's watching. Woo! Been a long time and we both grew. I hardly ever see you anymore. After what we went through, I am happy that you're happy. You found someone new. Does she love you like I did? I have someone too. I am happy that you're happy. When we parted ways at first, I wondered who could ever fill your shoes. Who comes after you? Do what you have to do. I wanted to come after you, but I will never beg. We used to spend all afternoon love making in your bed. I can see it vividly. You're loving what it did to me. The epitome of masculinity. That's what you are. We always had this pull, a connection or what have you. First time I saw you naked, almost wanted to attack you. But it was so much more than that. Your mind, body, and spirit. Many people seek it, but many people fear it. I wanted to be fearless. I wanted you to stay. When love brings out the worst in you, the cards fall as they may. Now I'm cruising my old neighborhood and you're with someone new. You're laughing and you're holding hands. I start to wonder who is this girl who's giving you that smile that you're sporting. As long as you are happy, then I guess that's what's important. Been a long time and we both grew. I hardly ever see you anymore. After what we went through, I am happy that you're happy. You found someone new. Does she love you like I did? I have someone too. I am happy that you're happy. I put you out of my mind. All good things come to an end. But after seeing your face, I'm wondering what could have been. Are you really happy? Am I really happy? Are you really happy? Am I really happy? Without you, been a long time and we both grew. I hardly ever see you anymore. After what we went through, I am happy that you're happy. You found someone new. Does she love you like I did? I have someone too. I am happy that you're happy. Then my man has a verse, so everyone's gonna be coming back soon. Let's just start it over for the people who missed it. Oh no.
Just a little heads up, Lucy. Once
Huh.
the thing is over and you are like, I will, like, if you're singing, I'll start muting you once everyone's in the room. I'm gonna mute you most likely.
Okay. Got it. Been a long time and we both grew. I hardly ever see you anymore. After what we went through, I am happy that you're happy. You found someone new.
I'm literally gonna piss myself.
I have someone too. I am happy that you're happy when we parted ways. At first I wondered who could ever fill your shoes. Who comes after you? Do what you had to do. I wanted to come after you, but I will never beg. We used to spend all afternoon love making in your bed. I can see it vividly. You're loving what it did to me. The epitome of masculinity. That's what you are. We always had this pull, a connection or what have you. First time I saw you naked, almost wanted to attack you. But it was so much more than that. Your mind, body, and spirit. Many people seek it, but many people fear it. I wanted to be fearless. I wanted you to stay. When love brings out the worst in you, the cards fall as they may. Now I'm cruising my old neighborhood and you're with someone new. You're laughing and you're holding hands. I start to wonder who is this girl who's giving you that smile that you're sporting. As long as you are happy, then I guess it's what's important. It's over. All right, I'm done.
Welcome back, everyone, to the pit. So it's been quite some time since the last pit. Lucy, Joe was just voted out a little bit ago, and now somebody else is about to join Joe in the jury. You are not one of those people. So
not today.
What are your thoughts?
I knew it was going to be Joe. You know, the name that we were given was not Joe, but it just, it made sense. I'm like such an obvious target, and you always want to, like, you know, in case of an idol play, kind of pivot a little bit. I don't know what else to say. I just did what I was told with the vote.
Brian, walk me through a live night. How does it work?
Well, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I just chilled in one room and was just trying to play reactively and hear names and just assess if that's the right name for me. And hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers it's not me tonight, but I have my bags packed. I'm ready to leave if that's what the tribe decides. But I think I heard my name a little bit tonight. Hopefully it's not me. We'll see.
Josh, having to discuss everything openly in front of people, does that change the way you strategize?
Yeah, because like in a way you have to you're talking to people publicly, so that's super challenging because you'll be talking and maybe the wrong person comes in, or maybe you want to share something with someone but you don't want someone else to hear. It's hard.
Jess, with the last pit happening so soon to this pit and knowing that you'll be down to 7, where does that put you? How are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous. You know, I think we're all nervous aside from Lucy. It's these life things, man. That's all I have to say about that.
David, talk to me. Where is your head at right now? Is it a whirlwind, or are you calm, cool, and collected?
This took me back to my mini days, and that was not fun. So you just gave me war flashbacks. So thank you very much from that. But yeah, it's just a whirlwind right now. I mean, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Aaron, after tonight, we will be down to 7 people, which means that the end game has to be in sight. Is there any thought into how the next couple eliminations are going to go?
I think it's going to get harder and harder to eliminate people because we've obviously spent more time together. I think people are starting to smell a W, and they're going to play harder, they're going to strategize harder, they're going to fight harder. So it's going to get more exciting as time goes on.
What about you, Liam, with the end in sight? How does that change the way that you play?
Not much. Of course I'm thinking, of course I'm thinking about like how I'm going to get to the end, but also I just want to go with people that are like vibey, like that I vibe with. And then that's just really it for me. Like, I'm just having a great time. I don't know. I feel like really weird. I'm sorry.
What about you, Kevin? Are you having a great time?
Yeah, I would say so. I think this has been a mostly fun time. This is a really nice group of people for the most part, and I've really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed this cast for sure. And I think the fact that made it to merge and things like that definitely is exciting. So I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Oh, more fun if I survive, but.
Understandable. Lucy, after tonight, the power, there will now be a fourth member on the jury. So as the power starts to shift from the players in the game to the people on the jury, how does that change the way that, you are with people?
That's why I love this game, the like psychological aspect of stabbing people in the back, but doing it in a way that they still respect you. Like, I just love it, but it's not going to change anything for me because like, I'm not going to not be myself to like win a Survivor org. So it's not going to change anything for me. I know that my days are numbered. So I do want to get to know the people that I haven't talked to that much just because, not for like jury management, because let's face it, unless I pull out like 5 wins, it's not going to happen. But just because I will be on the jury and I want to make an informed decision and I want to get to know the people that I haven't talked to, and they should get to know me because underneath my villainous sexual exterior, I'm actually pretty awesome.
Jess, is jury management a topic of conversation? Does that come up?
I mean, it's definitely come up. The closer we get to the end, it's being thought about more, I think. But, I think it's just about having fun. I don't know. I don't have much to say here.
Brian, how do you weigh out both pleasing a jury, but then also at the same time being in front of a jury? Because you may not even get that chance.
Yeah, exactly. You pinpointed it right in the nose. You got to focus on getting there first to get that chance to plead your case to the jury, because you can have the best jury management in the world, but if you don't get there, it doesn't matter. You're going to be burned in the pit, and no one wants that. So you just got to focus on not being burned in the pit and making FTC. That's my focus. I think that's how you got to play it.
Josh, you were a fan favorite during Devil's Advocate, similar to Touchy Subjects. You got voted most likely to win this game. What does that feel like?
So I believe that whoever wins that award, like if you look at many, many past orgs, they never win the game. So I hope everyone realizes that. Like there's perceived threats. Huh? So there's like perceived threats, but like, if you look a little deeper, like what have I done? I don't know.
David, has the talk of threats come up? Josh just mentioned threats. Is there an eye on who's threatening? Who's in your way to win this game?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you repeat your question? Because my Wi-Fi cut out a little bit.
Yes, I said Josh brought up the topic of threats. If threats are coming up in this game, who is in your way to win this game?
I mean, technically everybody, if you want to win, then, everybody's in your way. But I mean, I kind of don't see it that way because, I've kind of developed really good relationships with a lot of people here. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we are just playing a game,
Aaron, you've made it very public again. We'll circle back to it about how you're in this game for fun. It's not about the win. What would that change at any point in the game as you get closer?
No. Like, I feel like I've talked to the people. I mean, I still am like more than happy to talk to everyone and get to know them on a personal level. But once it gets to a point where I'm just like, okay, like everyone that's left, not that I don't want to see everyone win, but I'm just kind of like, how far can I go? And then I'm fine. And I don't know, maybe that's next round. And then I'm just like, please vote me out. Because I've been saying it the whole game. If I don't get out somewhat soon, then it's like kind of pointless. Does that make sense? I don't know.
So Kevin, if you've got somebody that's saying like if they're not out soon and it's kind of pointless, does that paint a target on them, or does that mean you can just deal with them later?
I think it really, I mean, when it comes to orgs, like the whole thing is situational. Like it's what happens round to round. You can have someone where you're like, oh, we're going to target this person. And then that person wins immunity and you got to think of a whole new target. So it's very hard to like, strategize that kind of thing. But I think when it comes to like, these people need to go, it's really just like when they go, I think that's really the answer. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
And last question to you, Liam. We've managed to make it this far in the game without any sort of advantages being played. One idol was played, but no advantages have came out. Do you think there's advantages in the game, or is it just all poppy?
I think there is. I think people are just like not willing to play them at this point. I mean, especially people like who have been in the bottom a long time, like they're ballsy. Like if they're not playing idols right now, like I don't know, it's just they are, but it doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Like it doesn't give me too much stress. I don't know, I don't lose sleep. Yeah.
Okay. All right, with that, it is for the second time tonight time to vote. But before we do, does anybody have anything they need to say? Okay, then it is time to vote. Please go to your prod chats and cast your vote now. I will go tally the votes.
Also, Jess, your hair looks really good today.
Shout out to Michael if you made it this far tonight.
Shout out to my beautiful prod guest, Ali, as always. Love you.
Michael is my prod guest, so just want to throw that out there.
Aaron, girl, just go pee.
Shout out to my proud member, Jolie with 2 L's.
Oh, I wish I had Jolie in my chat.
We
Shout
love
out to
Jolie.
Shout out to Gaza in my chat.
Go watch him on Ascendance Live.
Yes. Without the mask.
And I am back.
Aaron went to go pee. Just wanted to warn you.
Okay. I'll give her a second to come back.
He looks so upset right now.
Who?
You.
I'm fine. Listen, I'm trying to contain my emotion.
I'm about to say you look so excited to like start reading, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I gotta be a stone cold poker player. You know what I mean? You can't be revealing nothing about the way I feel about anything. Save that for the postseason awards.
You poor unfortunate.
Somebody have an ETA on Aaron?
She said she was gonna use the bathroom.
She'll be back.
Peeing something fierce.
She's fried chicken.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go. Hopefully Aaron will be back. And okay, I have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to give their final words, and then they must leave the pit immediately, having been burned. But before I do, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Kevin. 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 That's 3 votes, Kevin. Brian. 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 3 votes, Kevin. 3 votes, Brian. 2 votes left. Kevin. It's 4 votes, Kevin. Last vote, 11th person voted out of Inferno and burned at the pit. And the 4th member of our jury is Kevin. Kevin, please say your piece.
Y'all, really, is this really what we're doing? Look, I had a lot of fun playing this game, but to be honest, I am very frustrated at the majority of you that played this game. Some of you have had really good jury management, and that's great, for sure. You've had really strong jury management, but lying and bullshitting someone every single round, I just don't think is really the way to play it. And all I will say is, for those of you that are in the very obvious, you have not in any way made secret, the very obvious majority alliance, I hope y'all know, eventually you're going to have to go against each other. And I don't know who's going to go first, but eventually you're going to have to do that. And you had an opportunity to make things a bit more fluid, and you didn't take it. And that's on you. That's on you. Like I said, some of you have played really well. You know who you are. You know the ones that I really enjoyed, but some of you I'm really fucking mad at. So yeah, good luck, guys. Really fun game. Honestly, Prod, this, like, in all seriousness, this is like probably one of my favorite games that I've played. It was amazing getting to play with a lot of you. Love getting to be a part of this Prod team. Jen, Topher, Sean, you guys are all like really great friends of mine, and like it was great to get to play this game. So yeah, good luck, everyone. And remember, jury management matters. That is all I will say.
All right, very strong words for Kevin. And let it be known, there will only be one winner of the Inferno. I'll leave you with one last hint before you depart of what your next challenge will be. Family visit. With that, that ends this live night for you guys. You may now, again, talk in Skypes with each other. You are in the final 7. Wow. Congratulations.